I was 40 weeks and 1 day the night before, and we went out to dinner. The change table broke.
Right.
The car seat wasn't here still.
Yeah,
the pool wasn't here still. And then, so we went out and got a change table. I finally put the co-sleeper bassinet into the bedroom and, felt some peace. We went out to dinner. That was nice.
Yeah,
with
that's
the
right.
family.
Yeah.
Had our last meal with Mum and Papa. And still thinking, he's got ages. We'll be here for, 42 weeks. And then 1:30 in the morning, so 40 weeks and 2 days, I started to feel some surges in my sacrum and my hips. And I thought, okay, maybe this is something, maybe not. And then after a while, like, okay, let's time them. And so like every 6 minutes for about 2 minutes long. And I thought, okay, we'll continue timing them. And it might fizzle out in the morning. She'll be right. And about 3 a.m. I woke Bob up and I thought, I need that TENS machine. It's getting a bit intense now. So I woke you up and then you got it on me and then you went back to sleep.
Yeah.
And I just continued until, I think I messaged my midwife at like 7 and I said, just letting you know, we've got some contractions coming, but it'll probably go away when the sun fully comes up. And so I sent her my little log of my times and she said, yep, just keep relaxing, keep sleeping through it. Yep, so we had a nice morning where I just lay down. We also had an interview that day with a birth photographer and videographer.
Yeah.
So I messaged them and I said, look, I don't think I can be in the car. I'm not able to travel. So we will be not able to meet. Is that okay? So she said, we'll do a FaceTime. So we ended up doing a FaceTime while I was having surges.
So I had to have breaks
Yeah.
during the conversation.
Yeah, I was like, hang on one sec. So then she was a doula too, so it was perfect. She was like, you're doing really great, just breathe. It was perfect. So then Mum came with the pool, so that was great. Someone knocked on the door and that was the postie with the car seat.
Yeah, the car seat. Right,
So I was
same day as well.
running down the stairs and the guy was knocking the door and I'm like, Bob, get it. And I ran to a room and had a contraction on the floor, hoping no one sees me.
We also had the Tyler here for the
Oh,
bathroom.
the Tyler was here.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, you got to leave. And he was like, but I really want to finish this job. And I said, dude, we're having a baby here. You've got to leave. He wasn't too happy.
No, he wasn't. I felt really bad.
Yeah, we ended up getting him back on the Monday. So
Yeah,
on
he was
Thursday, like, he worked half a day. So he had a long weekend.
Yeah, exactly. I was on the phone to the builder mid-contraction as well, like trying to keep my cool. I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. Yep, no problem. And then, so you rearrange the room, get it all set up, you got the lights done, you put some affirmations on the wall, put all your tarp down, the sheets, filled the pool. And I was just in bed the whole time and I could not move. It got to the stage where I couldn't move. No, I had a shower first. Had a shower, thought I'd better get prepped and got into my outfit because, you got to look good for the video. In the photography, took my last selfie because you never see me like this again. I must have another one, but still, it's not the same. And then, I couldn't move. Like, I was in the bed and I just could not move because if I moved, a surge would come on. So I was just in bed still as anything. And then I decided to move and I ended up getting on the floor, just like I went from pre-labor contractions to bearing down.
Yeah.
It was like nothing in the middle. So I was on the floor just roaring like a lion. I was like, where are these vocal cords come from? Never heard myself like this before. Like, holy moly. And then I told you to ring the crew because I was like, I can't take it anymore. Like, I need the support team. So you rang everyone.
Yeah.
I got in the pool. It was nice and really hot, but really good.
Yeah, I had the temperature a little bit too high in the pool.
The midwife was on the phone and asked Bob to hear me.
Yeah.
just to see how far along I was. And what did she say when she heard me?
She's on her way.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm on my way.
Yeah.
It's going to be about half an hour.
And she said apparently she thought she'd miss it.
Yeah.
Because
that's
I was
right.
just roaring so much. And then they got there, photography and the video got there, Mum and my sister.
Yeah.
And then they said the water was a bit too hot because his heart rate was up.
Yeah, so
They
the
changed that.
Took some hot water out, put in some cold.
Yep.
Made it
And
more
I was you got in,
Yeah.
started massaging my sacrum. It got to the point where now that my sacrum was just so intense with these sensations, and I was just roaring so much. And I felt honestly like he was coming really soon, but then my midwife asked me to stick my finger up, feel where he was, and he was about this far away. So that was promising. And then it got to the point where I said, I don't feel like he's getting anywhere. So then the midwives helped me move in a different position.
Yeah.
So I had to stand up with my leg up. And honestly, that was really hard because my whole pelvic floor was like not working. Mm-hmm. And that's when I felt him move. Like he was coming down. I felt, and you could see the amniotic sac.
Yeah.
So that was cool. Got you to feel it.
Yeah.
You enjoyed that. It was really cool. And then changed position again. And then his head came out.
Yeah.
And then that was like, for me, that was celebration. When his head was out, I was like, it's over. This whole ordeal is over now. And then my midwife's like, hey, take the next contraction or next surge slow. But no, he just came out like a cannonball. I was like, he needs to come out. He needs to get out. So, and then, he came into my arms and he was like staring at us. Cried for about 2 seconds and just staring at us. I was like, wow, this kid is like amazing. I can't like remember much, but I just remember everyone around me crying.
Yeah.
Except for me. I was just like in shock. Because I think throughout the labour, I was forgetting that there's an actual baby coming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was just like, it's all about the labour. And I was even thinking like analytically, like how much longer am I at to my midwife? How much longer we got? And she just keep telling me time is irrelevant, which it is. At the time, I was just like, give me like an estimate. Like, is it 2 hours or is it like another 24 hours? But no, she said it's definitely before midnight. So on the 13th of May, 2021, he arrived at 5:21 p.m.
Yeah.
Yep. So 16 hours since the first surge at 1:30.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then we got to come out of the pool. I birthed the placenta.
Yeah.
So that was not hard at all. That was pretty easy. And like pushing was like just really hard for me. So I just pulled it out
Yeah.
a little bit, and that made it easy.
Mm.
And then we went to bed and our midwife fed me food. So that was lovely. Some peaches. It was so appreciated.
Yeah.
And got him measured up. Oh, breastfed. He breastfed in the pool.
Mm.
Yep. After like 25 minutes after he was born, he was in the pool breastfeeding. That was just easy. Very natural. That happened.
Yeah.
I did end up with 2nd-degree tears. So the midwives gave me the option to go to the hospital or stay here. And honestly, like car seat or not installed, I was tired. I didn't want to be in a hospital with the bright lights. And I thought, well, I just want to hold him the whole time. I'm not going to go to the hospital and get stitches. So we had a lovely midwife come out the next morning who did my stitches at home in bed. So I literally hadn't moved for so long. It was so good just to have someone come over and do that for us. Mm-hmm. When we debriefed with our midwife, she did say what she thinks happened because he wasn't coming out. Well, remember when I said I felt like he wasn't moving? We think his head was on an angle, and when I changed position, his head was able to, my pelvis opened up and he was able to fit down into the pelvis. And in that moment, I honestly didn't feel any panic. Like throughout the whole process, I did not feel any panic or doubt. The only doubt I had was, am I going to get through this before midnight? But other than that, like I had no fear, and I had full faith that my body could birth this child. Did you have any fear, my love?
No, I was
Any doubt?
there 100% with you. It was
Yeah.
all about you and just doing what I could with making the experience just unfold naturally,
Yeah.
just by touch
Yeah.
and support and just being there.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have any thinking happening. I was
Yeah.
just there.
You're fully there.
Yeah.
And even though your legs cramped afterwards, I felt really bad, but you didn't care.
No, that's okay.
You were fully there for me, hey?
Yeah.
And Edward was there too. That was nice.
Yeah, he was
Just
super excited.
he was
Yeah.
well, during the labor, he was just chewing on his horn.
Yeah.
And then when he was born, he like went crazy and wanted to get in the pool.
Yeah.
I feel like he could either smell blood or smell him. I'm not sure which one it was. But then he got to meet him like pretty much straight away.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he got to sniff his little head, and yeah, it was so good that everyone in this house got to meet him straight away
Yeah.
and witness him coming out of me into this earth side,
Yeah.
which is so, so cool. Surprising things for me was the amount of pressure on my sacrum. I did not feel anything at the vulva. I did not feel anything in my abdomen. It was just all sacrum and hips. And that's where I wanted you to touch me, wasn't it?
Yeah, and that's where I pretty much spent most of the time,
Yeah.
just massaging pressure points
Yeah.
in those areas.
And another surprising thing for me was like feeling when Donnie's head came out, like feeling him turn.
Yeah.
Like that was like, and like for me that was like for me that was a celebration. It was like, this is it. Like we're gonna be parents, man. Like this is so exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything unexpected for you?
Well, I was expecting that we would get the opportunity to practice some acupuncture on you.
Oh,
but
yeah.
things were just in the flow. So, there was just acupuncture, putting some pins in, and that didn't even cross my mind. It was just, I was just in the moment.
And I think another surprise was that I was getting pre-labor symptoms, and then all of a sudden I was bearing down. Like there was no in between.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't walk around. It was like in bed, then on the floor.
Yeah. Well, so you were on the floor while the pool was getting inflated and filled up. And as soon as it was filled, jumped straight in.
How did I even do that?
Did.
How did I even jump in?
Oh, I helped you in there. That's right.
I don't remember.
Yeah, you were in a different space.
Yeah, that was it. I was in that transitional stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was that experience for you, Bob? Like witnessing
Oh
that,
man, it was
that journey?
powerful. It was powerful. It was like, I feel that it's one of the most powerful experiences I've had so far, and to put myself in a position where I'm there 100% for my partner as she goes through this experience of delivering this child through her. I can't describe it in any other way except that it was magnificent to be part of. And for any of the men watching this now, I'd highly recommend to go through that experience as being the support person for your partner as she goes through this process.
What I got out of this birth, I definitely hope for a child at the end of it, and I got a child. Honestly, like the whole experience, I definitely got a labor that I hoped for. It actually went smoother than I thought. Like it was perfect.
Yeah.
yeah, I definitely got a labour. I hope I got like lots of support.
Yeah.
You were there with me the whole time in the pool, which is what I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
He came out with no issues, like he was perfect.
Yeah.
And everyone there was fully focused on the situation. There was no one's...
Yeah, in hindsight, like there was nothing that we would have changed.
No.
Only that we had the pool there a little bit earlier.
Yeah,
but
but
it had just everything unfolded as it was meant to.
exactly.
Everything turned up as it was supposed to.
And including him his head being on an angle.
Yeah.
If his head wasn't on an angle, our midwife and photographer would have missed the birth.
Yeah, right.
Like I reckon he was going to come quick.
Yeah.
So it all worked out. It was like definitely the birth I hoped for.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've already had conversations about having another one, so
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
so it's definitely had a positive impact on us.
For sure.
Yeah.
Definitely. And as for the intensity of the surges, I've had mastitis and I would never wish that upon anyone. Labour, I'll do 10 times a day compared to mastitis. Just want to put it out there for people. And this is without painkillers. Next morning about 7 a.m.
7 a.m. first thing, yeah.
First thing, lovely midwife came over, and when we do it at home, people just come in because people know that we're not going to go downstairs and answer the door. So it's so nice for people just come in, and she came in, closed the door, and made it all private for us so that family wasn't going to be able to see everything. And then basically she taught me through what she was going to do.
Yeah.
And then she explained that she had numbing injections. So we got all the numbing injections, and she had an inspection, make sure it wasn't 3rd degree.
Yeah.
She said, no, 2nd degree, so she could do it. And then she made us both feel very comfortable. You were holding my hand.
Yeah, and assisting her as well.
Yeah. I was teary because, it's not exactly the most great thing to visualize.
Yeah.
But everyone they both made me feel so comfortable. And then she did like a shoelace stitch. I don't know what it's called technically, but pretty much she went in with continuous...
one continuous stitch.
One continuous stitch.
Yeah.
It was like a technique she had learnt.
Yeah.
And she did an extra course for that.
Yeah.
For post-care. For stitching.
And they were dissolvable stitches.
Yeah, dissolvable. Yeah. So we did the numbing. It was all antiseptic stuff there. So it's pretty much what a hospital would have. Like everything was hospital grade, no problems. And then that healed up within the 3 weeks. Yeah. So they all dissolved well. I'm pretty much back to normal, really.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think there's any scarring there. No pain, no nothing.
Yeah.
I'm just so glad I did it that way. It was in the comfort of my own home, in my bed. Had baby Donnie here.
Yeah.
Had my partner there. And yeah. It was nice and easy and comfortable.
Yeah.
Not too traumatizing.
No.
No trauma.
Yeah.
It could have been traumatizing. The thought of it.
Yeah, it could have been.
But
definitely.
she was just so lovely.
Yeah. Very caring, very gentle.
You're so gentle. And just telling me that...
Reassuring.
Yeah, reassuring. Like, everything's beautiful, and after the stitches, she showed me what she had done, and she said, this is going to heal beautifully. And she really reassured us that everything was going to be totally fine. So post-birth, it was a really good experience because basically I stayed in bed for like 1.5 weeks.
Pretty much. Yeah.
My mum, my sister would come around as well to help.
Yeah.
So during the birth, my mum was holding my hand the whole time and my sister was fanning me with a fan. So it was nice that they continue the care throughout.
Yeah.
So basically, I would fully be invested in Donnie, feeding him and sleeping with him.
Yeah.
And then Bob would make our meals or make my meals.
Look after you.
Pretty much look after me. So bring me my tablets, like
Yeah.
vitamins.
Vitamins.
And we got the placenta encapsulator, so bring me that. Food, do all the washing, so all his nappies, fix up his little change table every time we used it, help me to the toilet, help me to the bathroom, make sure I'm not going to fall. Bob would be bringing me all the, bringing me nappies to help change him. So basically we had that stool toilet thing that our midwife lent to us. And so for 3 days I was like doing toilet in the bedroom because I couldn't go downstairs, like especially with the stitches, like I wasn't allowed to do stairs, pretty much walk much. So Bob would help me toilet. Like, someone loves you when they're like helping you go to the toilet and being in a pool with blood and poo. That's true love right there. And like, I feel like it made us closer.
Yep.
How do you feel about our relationship and the post-birth?
Oh, yeah, definitely felt like a more of a fostering energy come through me to help, to be supportive and make sure everything's going well, the healing's going well and the connection is strong. Yeah.
And the connection between Donnie and myself, we're definitely in love here, and it didn't take long, like pretty much straight away, which was really, really nice. Hey, mate. What is birth to me? Birth to me, so the feelings, it's timeless. You don't know what the time is. Honestly, if I was going to be honest, my sacrum felt like it was going to rip in half. Like, no one ever told me that, but it's different for everyone. I felt nothing in the front in my sacrum. I just needed that push down. Emotionally through that, I was just really trying to focus on my breathing and really rest so that I didn't use too much energy so I could push out this little dude. Yes, darling. You get comfortable, please. Thank you. Emotionally, I felt it was timeless. Couldn't feel what time it was. There was an element when his head came out of excitement. It was just pure excitement and joy. So my feelings went from, God, how much longer, to, oh my God, like, we're going to be parents soon. Like, this is crazy. Yeah. So, and I just felt a lot of love around the birthing pool, a lot of love and a lot of support. It was so nice. Like, midwives bringing me drinks with straws in it. A lot of touch. Sorry, mate. A lot of touch on my shoulders and back. Mum wiping my sweaty head with nice cold washes, and I just felt a lot of love. How about you, my love? How emotionally? How do you go?
Emotionally,
and feelings.
My feeling, more feeling, is that it was wild. It was natural. It was the way that it should have been natural.
Yeah.
I got to see a side of you that I've never seen before, which is really great because I knew that you had that potential within you. And it was an honour to see you allow that wild nature part of you to be expressed in that time, because that's when it's needed most.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
to push out a child.
Yeah.
Or not even
Yeah.
push, just have the energy for my body to push out a child.
Yeah. So seeing you trust your body, trust your environment, feeling safe that you could do it as natural as as it should be.
Yeah,
It
definitely.
was definitely a blessing on my part.
No.
Yeah. It was a sacred moment that I'll never forget.
So nice.
Yeah.
The way I feel about myself after the birth, at the start, I felt just like I was, a powerful woman that just gave birth to a being. Like that was pretty amazing. And I was just watching the changes in me, like physically as well. I had like a little bit of a floppy skin on my abdomen, and it was slowly going down. And, I just felt I had full trust in myself that was, it was all going to heal. And yeah, I felt like I can believe actually that I actually am a mum now. Like I think I was more in shock back then, but now I feel I'm just so grateful that I was led down this path of home birth. I'm so grateful that I was able to trust myself, and so grateful that I had family that would say, yeah, no problem, you'll be able to give birth in the house, no problem at all. And I'm just really proud of myself that I have successfully given birth to this being, and breastfeeding came really naturally, and yeah, I'm pretty proud of myself. Feeling really good about it, and I'm happy that I'm a mum now after all this time.
Yeah.
I was pretty much thinking straight away. I was like, oh, cool. Well, I'm pretty fertile for the first 3 months. We should probably just do it again. But honestly, like, I really need to concentrate on him and not. I might limit my milk supply if it happens again. So we've just got to wait. But definitely do it again. No issues at all. And we're really happy with our support team. So definitely do the same support team.
Mm-hmm.
We had Mayette and Meg from It Takes a Village as our midwives, and I love how Mayette is really hands-off, so she really allowed me and Bob to make all the choices during the pregnancy and the labour, including any interventions, any testing. She gave us the information, and then we would just say yay or nay, which was really good. No pressure.
Yeah.
And then when it came to the birth, she was really, she was there present with her beautiful words of wisdom and just a reassurance, and directing people what to do. Like, I can't remember, my sister was just like with the fan like this. And someone, I can't remember, it was Meg, Mayette, or even might have been Kirby, the photographer. She's like, slow it down, slow it down. So, and as well, like, when he was born, Mum got like phone calls, and Mayette's like, let's do phone calls later. She was just like really trying to keep the peace.
Yeah.
In the room, and keep everyone mellow and everything really mellow. And she made sure that everyone was calm. She kept everyone calm, which was really lovely.
Yeah.
Meg was lovely too. She was the one that gave me all the drinks, I think, from memory.
Yeah, Meg, I think it was.
Yeah. So I definitely recommend both of them. They're both beautiful people.
Yeah.
Hey, mate. Yes, Edward. Definitely felt like we had the tools to get through the labour, like the pregnancy, labour and the birth. And I definitely felt prepped enough because, Mayette would talk about different different things that might happen. And we did our hypnobirthing and active birth classes, so that definitely helped as well.
Yeah.
I felt prepared. You felt prepared as a birth support person, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It came pretty easy to me. I just relied on what I learnt from the active and the hypnobirthing classes,
Yeah.
and just dedicated my time and energy to you.
Yeah. And Mayette would always say he could come between 37 and 42 weeks. So I honestly have had no pressure of induction or anything. So I was just so chilled throughout the whole thing. And people would ask me, oh, is he come yet? And I'm like, no, he's probably going to come in like 2 weeks. Like,
Yeah.
he's not going to come for a while. So, mate. Yeah, so she made us feel really comfortable, really relaxed, prepared.
Yep.
My fondest memory of the birth was definitely when his head came out and I could feel him turning around. I just felt like ecstasy. It was like a celebration in my head. I was like, that's it. Oh my God, it's all happening. And then he shot out, and just holding him, like he was like alive firstly, so that was nice. And then breathing and just looking at us like with these really dark, black almost eyes. And yeah, and then just holding him. Bob's crying, I'm in shock. That was the greatest moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Beautiful moment.
Yeah, for sure. Then Edward met him.
Yeah.
And that's it. Our family was like growing. It was like, yeah, first little member of our family.
My favourite memory is when Jess caught Donnie and brought him through and put him on his chest, and we sat together in the pool. It was just such a powerful moment.
I don't even remember lifting him up. It was just like so quick.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Amazing.
Yeah, first moment together, all three of us.
Yeah.
Yep. With his first breath too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he breathed like pretty quick.
Yeah.
I don't remember him not breathing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was just perfect.